Hello guys, welcome to another trade recap, and today we are flat. We are flat this last day of the month and last day of the week. And today I'm not like really mad with myself or like disappointed. I'm just like out today. Well, a little bit disappointed with myself, just a little bit. Um, Today was kind of like a confusing day for me. Let me just go ahead and explain what I was looking for in the morning and then why it was kind of hard for me to tell the direction of market today. I had this ideas I'm gonna explain later. Then I actually marked this ideas live. I just hesitated a lot today, but like a lot. But let me just go ahead and explain what I was looking in the morning first. So in the morning, let me just go over here to my higher time frame chart over here. So in the morning, I said I would pretty much sustain the move higher, right? And I was open to look for a long once we probably pulled back. And I was initially looking for that pullback. I wasn't expecting this kind of like a big sell off, because it was not a sell off, but like this push, like this mega push lower. If I'm being completely honest, I was like, if I go back to my journal that I was when I the notes that I had pre market, I was like, I think I can see price probably pulling back to Valeria High, and then we can just take it from there. And pretty much we ended up doing this the thing that I was looking for a little bit deeper, and actually was, I don't know if it's better or not if I'm being honest, but we actually pulled back all the way to point of control and we bounced from it like really good, like really clearly over here. And I think NQ did the same thing. Yeah, like look at this bitch, bro, like crazy. So actually I was looking for this idea too, bro. Like I'm saying, bro, like today was a lot of hesitation from, I was actually looking for this, bro. This was the trade I was looking for in NQ on this area over here. And I was probably just kind of myself like under like here under low day BWAP, something like this. This was the trade I was looking for, but I just it was just Friday and I didn't want to like jump my guns too early, but I think I missed the setup. I think I just was making coffee right now, so pretty much missed this, which is fine. Um, so I was actually looking for this in here, and then these were the trades that I was looking in the morning. So pretty much I got like kind of confused and kind of shaked out on the morning because we had this huge sell off. The higher time frame for me was telling me bullish. Like I'm not gonna like short it over here, like look at this move, we're sustaining this move, you know. So I'm not gonna like short it, but also I don't want to fight like this clearly trend of VWAPs because we're pretty much both of the BWAPs already got out on their opening range low. So that was like, okay, I'm not sure if I want to like longest shit. Also, I don't want to short it because the higher time frame is telling me bullish, but the BWAPs are telling me short. Like I was, like kind of like over the place, and I ended up just calling it a day because I was watching price and I was just marking these ideas, and surprisingly, all of them actually hit. I was like, okay, this was the first shit I was looking for here. I was okay, like I'm not sure if I wanna like short it. We just like bounce from point of control. Like look at this fucking bounce, and Q also bounce from point of control. And I was watching here, and I don't know, bro. I just hesitated too much because I was like, if we held by the area high, bro, I like this for a turn. At least to overnight view up or the opening range low. And I just hesitated, bro. To be honest, I just hesitated. And when I wanted to enter, it was really like here. And I was like, bro, there's no sense. Like, why I'm not gonna like take the trade just for what, like 4 5 points and just have like my big ass up. Like that doesn't make sense. And also another thing I hesitated a lot, it was because I don't know, I didn't know where to put my stop. To be honest, I was thinking point of control, maybe. Um, but I know the stop needs to be like all the way over here. So for me, placing the stop it was kind of like tricky for me. I guess my entry, if my entry was here, I think I can have my stop up under control. Just because if I am seeing that we're gonna hold value area, I'm entering the trade because we are gonna hold value area high. I guess that can be the main thesis for my stop loss over here. And also we have previous day up over here in low of day. So I think this is enough room for price to play around and just take profit even to opening range high. But my initial target was the overnight VWAP over here. So now that I'm saying all out and I'm just seeing price right now, I think this will be a good stop. Um or even like something like this because my my idea is that if we're gonna hold Balearic high, we're gonna push towards overnight, and we're so close, bro. And I'm just like, I have seen this a lot. So this was one of the ideas that I actually ended up hitting. It was just like I didn't know where to put my stuff, but I think now I just responded my own question. Explaining this, and then this was the other idea I was looking for. I was not actually looking for a new low. I was actually just targeting like 50% of the range, bro. Actually. So pretty much we ended up just hitting it like to the, I don't want to say to the tick, but I mean it was pretty much like um BWAPs, previous days BWAPs over here, and also it was, I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, malaria high. So pretty much I was just targeting the 50%, bro. Like a small move lower. And then I just have seen like this structure like a lot, and I'm not jumping the gun too early, bro, because when we usually have like, I have been like stuck on this range, so I just prefer like to, if we have like a big ass range, I just prefer to wait for like I don't take this trade over here. Like I have been smoked a lot taking this type of trades just on like on the first closure of B well when we have like this big ass ranges. It doesn't work for me anymore. Or at least if I don't want to have a stop all the way over here, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking for this to actually range a little bit and find some kind of structure, seeing if we can have a ceiling over here or even like support for more longs. And over here, I was just seeing that we're not able to pretty much push past overnight and also the open range low over here. And I was like, okay, like we already closed one time. We're pushing higher again. We clearly reject over here. Now we're gonna close again. I think I can scalp a small short, at least to equilibrium. That was my target, equilibrium of this range, which is the 50%. And also NQ, we look at NQ. NQ was pretty much like, fucking almost dying, bro. It was all the way over here. It was just pretty much all almost near the lows. So I was also watching NQ, and this idea was also like kind of like fed by NQ being kind of weak, because we haven't even closed above New York any of these three times, which initially I was looking for a long back to overnight because I was like, okay, I missed my trade over here. Let me see if I can just catch it on NQ. Um, but yeah, this idea was also fed by NQ, but pretty much looking like really weak over here. So that was the second idea that I had. And then the third idea, I was like, okay, now we're pretty much again holding previous days VWAP like we kind of did over here. We're pretty much pushed past low of the BWAP. Let's see if we can reclaim it. And the main thing I was saying to myself, I was okay. If we do not hold barrier high, I think we're gonna slide all the way to point of control. That was my main idea. That was my line in the sun in this occasion. And also, I think I was seeing a lot of orders on this area over here. And let me show you guys. Oh, because I need to look for my Notion. Let me just open up my Notion so I can show you guys what I was seeing. Opa, hold on. Okay, so I was pretty much seeing this. So this area over here, it's this small consolidation over here. So when I was seeing price over here on Bookmap, I was watching this. Oopsie here. So I was pretty much watching all these orders, all the way to 44.90. That's pretty much when we are right now. But we can see that when we're pretty much like consolidating on the Valeria high, we're just seeing orders above, orders above, orders above. We're just seeing a lot of orders, and all the time when we were just pretty much like here, I was just seeing those orders, and I was like, bro, I'm not sure. And also, like, if you look at the image, like we're pretty much flat under, like there's nothing, only on 74.32, which is what pretty much near the IB low. But when I was seeing this, I was like, bro, I think we're gonna push higher here. Like I just see the book map is pretty much dark underneath. Like I don't know. So yeah, I pretty much I was saying the consolidation over here, so I push higher, and I was so close for it to jump. I was just like, okay, wait. And then I guess now with this structure over here forming on these break, and like we broke the BWAP, and now we're retesting the BWAP again. Um, I guess this will be a much better entry just because now I have this swing low, this higher low on my left over here. Now pretty much I can have like a sub like around here just in case he comes and sweeps it. And we're just pretty much targeting opening range high or opening range low, sorry. And that pretty much got hit, you know. Um so I was seeing the market like really good today, and I just like to be honest, I just hesitated a lot today. A lot. Um Again, I think in this initial trade was a stop loss. On the second trade, um, I was pretty much, I guess this. this was a more secure trade. I think it's the short that I was looking for over here. And then, but yeah, I mean, I was just seeing the bebops underneath opening range low, and then I was seeing the higher time frame just like being bullish. So I just got like kind of confused, you know. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna like watch the market and learn something today, you know, and just watch rise, see if I'm reading it correctly, and pretty much I read like really good, you know. And at this point, I think it's just I guess I'm just holding myself back. Probably it was, I don't know, but it was just really tricky, bro, because I didn't want to like contradict the BWAP, but also I didn't want to like contradict the higher time frame. So I guess today was just like more trusting my read in a sense of like, I don't want to say ignore everything, but at the same time just like trust my gut in a sense today. I think today was the perfect day for that, and we can see the clear example over here. And since it's the day of the month, let me show you guys my account. So this is gonna be let me just make sure I don't have any compromising information on my screen. Here we go. All right. So these are my accounts over here. This is one of my Lucid fundeds. This is the one that was in Jordan. Pretty much we are up this month on this account, so we're green. I don't know if I can change just to like look the months. I don't think I can though. Nope. But I think, I don't know, sure. But yeah, this account is a drawdown for sure. We're getting up there again. You know, small profit on this account. Not too far from the actual break even of the account. You know, we're not that far. I pretty much, this account was almost at 800, and pretty much, I don't want to say torture, but it was just like when I was having a hard time reading the market, and just pretty much price just, you know, it was really tough to read. So that's when this period of time happened on May and June. And then I have this other Lucid account that's the stronger one that I have right now, which is this one. So right now this account is at 800 in profit, so that's really good. Um, I traded this heavy on Monday on a double break, and I haven't traded this account since on that day. And also, like I was saying yesterday, it's been kind of like a rough this week to find a really good trade that I actually like, you know. So it's been a little bit kind of like tricky, you know what I'm saying. And then this is my ignite. I tried to like show my calendar, but I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really like the new dashboard, bro. You know, because I want to see my PNL based on a calendar based, but I don't think able to do that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're pretty much up on the month, like $90. And I was looking back, bro, and I'm just taking things like really slow, bro. And I really want to change this shit, bro. Like I always say that I want to change this shit, and I'm just like, I don't want to. The thing is that I every time I say this, bro, I go next week, for example, and I'm just like, want to be on a good trade, bro. And it's just been kind of hard for me to find really good trades that I actually have conviction. I'm just like really sure. Okay, bro, let's go. You know, like I feel okay missing like losing a trade on this. You know, for example, today was kind of tough because I was like, I'm not sure if I want to lose a trade on these conditions, but we're just pretty much like, I don't want to say chopping. I have a bias on a higher time from, I have a different bias with the BWAPs. So it was just pretty much all over the place, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go back to my trades this month. I work on the weekend, so I'm gonna have I work in the weekend, but I don't really work in the weekend. It's gonna be like, I'm not like that occupied on the weekend, so I'm gonna take that time to go back to my trades and see what we're doing good, what we're doing wrong, and see the area of improvements for Agus. And also, I'm gonna work on my goals for next month. Um, so yeah, guys, it's an overall month, really good month on all across all the accounts. Now I'm pretty much um trading only funded, you know, so I don't trading any combines. And I was trying, well, I was thinking of maybe get an ignite based on the new discounts that we have with the SFX team on top one futures. But again, too much accounts. I'm just gonna hold for a bit. I'm gonna work around my accounts right now and see if we blow some account, that's fine. I'm just gonna get new ones because I moved my budget for this month on Nagas, so we'll see how it goes. But I have expectations for me this coming month. I really want to improve my game, and I just want to do a change in my trading, bro. You know, I just being on this. I don't want to say stuck on this because I've been doing good. I had never been doing like so good in my trading before, you know. So I just want to keep it consistent, keep it tight, and just really, to be honest, just take good setups. I want to spend my mental capital and spend my capital that I have on my accounts on good setups and not like, like random ass setups. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a great weekend, an awesome weekend, and just chill, journal, go back and study, and see you guys next week for a new month and a new week, guys. All right, take care.